Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Junglo, the owner of a Dragon House. Today is February 9th, and right next to me I have Juan Cardenas, come from San Jose. Nice combo, by the way. He will be one of the headliners on the main card. It's a contender, 145-pound fight. Whoever wins this fight between you and Brendan LaRocco will be having a title shot on the upcoming fight at the 145-pound division. Now, John, last time you fought for Dragon House was 2 years?
2 years ago, about 2 years ago.
That was
November.
That was your pro debut, right?
Pro debut, yeah.
Now you were 2-0, just come off a Bellator, big win.
Yeah.
And I know you've been trying to get on some fight cards. Unfortunately, a lot of people just fall off and can't keep up the promise.
Man. This is about like three, 4 times I had people just. We were almost we were in like was the second fight, whole camp done, and it's always been camp after camp doing camps, and a week before, 2 weeks before, somebody pulls out, something happens to them and just leaves me out, and just leaving me out, and so props to LaRocco for taking the fight with me.
That's awesome. Now let's introduce you to all the fight fans out there. Who's Juan Cardenas, and where are you coming from, born and raised? A little bit about your story.
Okay, well, I was raised in Sunnyvale, so I was born in Sunnyvale, San Jose area.
So you're born and raised?
Yeah.
So native.
So I was born in LA.
In LA.
Yeah, I came over here when I was little, So I was raised over here in Sunnyvale, San Jose area, like I said. And I started training. I started wrestling when I was in middle school. I always loved it, and I always liked the competition. I saw UFC, Pride videos when I was like 12 years old, man, and I was just amazed by it. I was like, I'm gonna do this one day, One day, I was like 11 or 12, and my brothers were watching. I was like, I'm gonna fight one day. One day I will step in the cage. Yeah, sure enough, man. We just kept grinding. We got here, and I started, like I said, I picked up wrestling. Did a little bit in high school, but my goal was always to be an MMA fighter.
Now, so your background started off as a wrestler.
No.
But most of your fights pretty much knocking people out. So.
Some. I tend to. I'm lengthy, so.
You tend to be keeping the fight stand up, like your strongest point. I know you don't want to give out a secret, but.
No, yeah. I feel comfortable. On my stand up for sure, and I feel comfortable on my ground. So I'm really, I can truly say that I feel like I'm a well-rounded fighter, all around.
I know you train at the AKA, and I know they also have a few different branches of an AKA.
Yeah.
Which gym do you train out of right now?
So I train at both. I actually teach boxing at the American Kickboxing Academy in Sunnyvale, and we train in the mornings with the pro team in San Jose. So I'm in both. I'm giving my sparring and get all my work over there too, and I get my mitt work, my ground, my jiu-jitsu. Over here in the Sunnyvale one, we're also affiliated with One World Jiu-Jitsu, so
that's awesome.
When we're moving around, we're all connected, so we get work everywhere.
So now, this upcoming fight is obviously a good opportunity for you.
Yeah.
On the March 24th, Dragon House 28, you're gonna fighting 145 pounds, a contender fight for the next event, shooting for the title fight. What's your thought of coming into this fight against Brendan LaRocco as a super game opponent?
Oh man, yeah, I've seen a couple of his fights. He's a really good striker, good kicks, So since I don't want to disclose too much, but we got the strategy, we got the strategy for it, Come that day, we'll be prepared. I said he has a lot of cardio, Like I said, he's got that Taekwondo karate style stance.
You got that Leolo Machida style.
Yeah. So we gotta be prepared for that, and which we will.
So you guys going for a 3 minute round battle for this fight. Now, I know both your pro fights didn't even make it to the first round, right?
Yeah.
First round you finished.
Yeah, I finished. Yeah, so far I finished both my pro fights in the first round, which I think he has too. So
what are your thoughts on this upcoming fight? How are you going to prepare for your cardio? You're going to be explosive trying to finish him in the first round, or what's your thought on that?
Man, that's it's gonna be once we get in there, we're gonna have to adjust, because sometimes once we get in there, we'll see how it starts playing out, and we'll be able to adjust from there, but like I said, I'm well rounded everywhere. I believe I can, I believe I can keep it standing. I can keep it on the ground.
If you're watching Brendan LaRocco's fight,
Yeah.
what do you think his weakest point and what do you think his strongest point?
His stand-up's definitely his strongest point for sure. But he submitted people, so he's got good ground.
Right.
But I believe maybe his ground is probably his. If you had to call it out, his weakest point would be his ground.
So pretty much from this interview, I can tell if you want to get that cash out, that weakest point, probably going to take him to the ground.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We can still, like I said, one of my strong points is my hands. So
stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
so
you got some vicious hands out there.
I feel comfortable with that.
So hand against legs. Do a bet. Which one's better, leg or arm?
Which one's better?
March 24, you're gonna find out. All the MMA fight fans out there. It's rarely see people actually native in the Bay Area. Here we go. Juan Cardenas. Now, if people want to get tickets to watching you fight, how can people contact you?
People can get tickets through Instagram _J_Cardenas. You can, like I said, you can call any AKA. Sorry, not any AKA because there's one in Thailand and stuff. So you can call the AKA in San Jose, the AKA in Sunnyvale. You can come by, and all my coaches, people that work there will have tickets, and yeah, you can get a hold of me through there. We are at our website, I think, AKA American Kickboxing Academy in Sunnyvale, and you can get tickets from there.
So, do you have any sponsor, any special people you want to shout out to for this upcoming fight?
No, I'm hoping Fruit Juice sponsors me. I know we'd be watching this, but I mean, anybody, people that anybody that want to sponsor, get. I have room on my shorts, so please let me know. I would really appreciate that.
So just, people watching the video, hopefully people also know a lot of MMA fighters, especially like people fighting on a regional show, they don't really get paid much. So buying a ticket from the fighter so they can get a little bit of credit for it, a little bit of sponsorship money, or whether it's clothing or a little small cash check, everything will help.
Oh yeah, of course. Really
so
appreciate that.
Hopefully,
for sure.
All the people out there, fruit juice, energy drink, clothing line, hit up some of the fighters. Every fighters come to do the interview. You know how to do their social media, how to reach out to them, get them a little bit of love and support. Just give them that much more motivation for them to put on a big show.
Absolutely.
For all the fight fans, and they don't get paid too much until they get to the big league, where there's all the UFC, Bellator, World Series, all the big league out there before they starting to get paid some more. So give them a little bit of support, guys. Now, if Brendan LaRocco watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
No, I hope he prepares well. We're looking to fight the best Brendan LaRocco, and same thing. We're gonna prepare. We're gonna prepare 100, and that day I think we're gonna put on a really good show for everybody.
For MMA fight fans out there, this is definitely a treat for all the people out there watching the fight. Got a hammer fist, and the other one got an iron legs. So it's gonna be a hammer fist, iron legs, to see who's gonna have a better hand on that night. I'm expecting this is gonna be a firework, and I know all the fight fans, if they do some research on Brendan LaRocco, Juan Cardenas, this is gonna be a firework, because I mentioned your name and his name to a tons of fighter at 145-pound division in the Bay. 99% fighter turned this fight down against you or him. So this is definitely a fireworks. Do not miss it out.
Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want. This is what we're looking for. We're looking to get to the top. We're looking to get to the UFC. Same thing, Bellator. We're looking to get to the big promotions. We're looking to, really fight the best people in the world. So.
Absolutely. So now, for more information about the upcoming fight card, Dragon House 28, please check out DragonHouseMMA.com and give us a thumbs up on the Dragon House MMA fan page on Facebook, and please subscribe our YouTube channel. We will put up another huge epic event for Dragon House 10 years anniversary promotion. This is a huge stack card. Do not miss it. Dragon House 28, March 24 at the heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. You can also get online, order your tickets, but hopefully pepperoni get directly to the fighter so they can get a credit for it. What do you have to shout out to all the MMA fight fans out there watch this interview?
Hey, you guys know how I prepare. We prepare. We've been doing this for a long time. We prepare 100% every day. We're working every day in the gym. So, like I said, people that know me know how hard I work. They know how long it took for me to get here. So, come out and support, man. If you guys can get out here, please come out and support. You know, I'm gonna put on a show for you guys. So come out, and you know, you don't want to miss this.
And you know, the one thing I want to say to all the audience out there too, most people always talk about, I'm watching UFC 23, UFC 24, watch on pay-per-view, and I'm a big fan of MMA fighter, but without people doing the local regional show like this, they will not make it to the top league in the world-class promotion. So actually people need more supporters, people like him, than people already in UFC fighting on pay-per-view event. So if you really know the person, the fighters on the card, or local fighters in the Bay or on the fight card, please come out, support, get yourself a ticket, cheer for a fighter, whether you know him or you don't. Pick a person you like the way they look, cheer for them, and that little bit of support will get far from all the local MMA fighters.
Yeah, Dragon House, man, one of the best you know, promotions out there right now. You know, this is like, they've been here. How long you been here? 10 years?
10 years.
10 years, man. You know, I'm excited to fight for them. I'm waiting to fight for them again. You know, for Jean. You know, so that's
you.
one of those things, man.
All right.
You know, so thank you for giving me
Juan Cardenas, Dragon House 28. Look forward to watching him perform. We'll see you guys out there March 24th.